once again, everyone, for this travel log edition. The lovely wife, Dee, is doing the video for me since I'm driving. And here we are entering the Chesapeake Bay Bridge tunnel. I wanted to do a video of this because I don't know how long it is, and I think it's been a while since I've been here, so I think I traveled this on my motorcycle back in the 80s, and it was really an awesome experience. I don't know how awesome it's going to be on the video, but we'll see. As you can see, we got quite the view out to the ocean to the right, and out to the left where we got the bay where the York River, James River, I can't remember what other rivers. There's several rivers all come together here at one place to make this bay. So we're heading north from Norfolk, basically, Virginia Beach, Norfolk, up into the Chesapeake, Virginia. That's the narrow strip that heads up into Delaware and Maryland. So this ought to be this looks like it's going to be quite the long ride. I don't see land at the other side. Well, yeah, up on the horizon I do see land, so we'll get there eventually. So we got, as man might have noticed, there was a seagull hovering right there. So I recall, when I was on the motorcycle, we went up quite a ways into the air. Maybe it was a different bridge. Don't know really what else to tell you. It's a beautiful day. We had a lot of rain here, but it's all moved north of us. We're kind of chasing it. As you can see, the seas are still white caps out there, if you can see past the rails of the bridge. So it's not exactly a calm day at sea. But if you're on one of the aircraft carriers we just saw a little bit ago, probably won't matter. I think 6-foot swells probably won't matter to them. So you can see there's some construction going on here. Might have been the old York River Bridge. We went over the York River a couple of days ago. Thought it might have been the bridge had been over before, but they must have redone it, because if that was the bridge, then I would have expected to drive over some grading. So it was really kind of freaky being on the motorcycle and going over that bridge, and as I was going over the grading, looking down and seeing nothing but water a long way down.
It's really choppy.
Yeah, it's looking pretty rough. You think water skiing might be a little tough out there today?
Yeah, you think so?
All right, we're about to enter the tunnel. This one goes a long way down. We just went through another one going between Hampton Roads and Norfolk, maybe Newport News in Hampton, I'm not sure. It went a ways down, good ways down. I'm not sure it went this far down. Still on the downward trend too, I think. Looks like about here. Oh no, we were on the level part. Now we're about to go back up. wonder how they build something like this.
GPS signal lost.
And yeah, I know. Makes you wonder how they build something like this so far under the water. I'm sure they've got a museum or something around here that explains all that. But yeah, that's what I thought. It looks like there's actually 2 tunnels. And they had all the traffic combined into one. There we are on the other side. Maybe through the lens there you can see land. Yeah, it looks like the bridge takes a turn up here and we enter the southern tip of the Chesapeake, what would you call it, isthmus? Or cape. So we learned at the Battle of Yorktown, the British and the French fought off the shores here in what they called the Battle of the Capes. Oh no, it looks like we're going to go through another tunnel. And then, so what I thought was land, well, it's kind of land. It's just the entrance to the next tunnel. And you can see how far it goes before we come back out the other end. You see the brick structure at each end? Those are the areas where the tunnel reaches the surface of the water again. Now we got a ways on the bridge yet to go even after that. Another seagull.
There's been a lot of them.
That reminds me of the bands we were talking about earlier. Flock of seagulls.
There you go.
Sorry, a little bit of a memory glitch there. The wife and I were discussing what bands we could remember from the 80s. I know that makes us old. To some of you.
The wife. I have a name.
The wife. Yes, she has a name. Her name is Dee. She just doesn't want to talk because she doesn't want her voice on this. More seagulls. Must be lots of fish around here for them to get. Feeding must be good. There's lots of them. Hey, you might see a flock. She wants to hit me because my jokes are so bad. And here we go to the next tunnel. As we make the bend here, we'll be heading straight into it. Of course, we'll lose GPS signal again, but I don't care about that. There's nowhere for me to turn to get lost here. Down to one lane again. As you can see, we've met up with prime construction season on our trip. Where we're staying in Williamsburg, there's construction miles either end of our exit. Kind of makes things a little difficult getting to and from on the interstate, but as long as we stay on the side roads most of the time, it works out pretty well. Gotten to show Dee the Colonial Expressway many times now over the past few days. No, it's the Colonial Parkway. Sorry, not Expressway. Though some people driving it make make it seem like an expressway. I remember when I was here on the motorcycle, I used to drive on the James River Expressway. If we have some time from our historical tours, I'll try to get her over there and just do some scenic driving along that James River. Here we have quite the tunnel. It's like they've replaced some of the lights with LEDs, they're so bright. Now it seems almost dark. And we're coming back up to the surface again. Wasn't exactly the experience I was hoping for.
GPS signal lost.
Yes, it's about time you noticed. But it's still a pretty neat little trip here. I don't think I'll get a return trip because once is enough, I think. We'll experience it a second time. And Dee'll get to see it without holding the camera in front of her face. So, all in all, it's pretty scenic, pretty awesome. If y'all like ocean views and big water views, the Williamsburg, Yorktown, Jamestown, Newport News, Hampton, Virginia Beach, it's a great area to be in. It's very scenic. Lots of history. Get both Revolutionary War history here and Civil War history. Oh, thank you. You got me now. You want to scare everybody off, don't you?
Yeah.
At least you waited till after. After the tunnels. Wait, there might be the bridges I'm thinking of. Reason to keep the video going. Sorry, this is going to be a long, probably boring video. People want to see what we did this trip, and this is what we did. We made a special schedule just for today so we could make this trip. I know, exciting, isn't it? We try to get in all the sites we can when we go on vacations, all the experiences. We try not to hit anything but local restaurants. In fact, that's what we're doing on this trip. We're going to have lunch at a place called Stingray's, just because it's on the other side of this bridge and it's not a chain. So, you know, just a couple-hour trip just because we can. Look at the swells out there. Can you get that?
Yeah.
That's just amazing. It's like something out of a movie where some big creature's coming up out of the deep, you think?
I know. It's kind of scary.
That's pretty big stuff for us lake people. Most we've seen is, most of the time, except for our spring break trips with the kids onto the Gulf of Mexico. That's some pretty big stuff. Yeah, I know it's nothing to you Hawaiian surfers who might be out there. What do you want? It's the Atlantic. It's not known for big surf. sea level, and if this is the bridge I remember, you'll hear a different sound in the tires as we go across, because we'll be driving on grading rather than pavement. That'll be I don't know, you might think it a little nerve-wracking knowing that all that's holding us up is that grading rather than a few inches of concrete and steel. Now that grading is being supported by I-beams like those across the way there, if you can see that. So that's actually what's underneath us right now. Is this the grading? Nope, it's paved now. Okay. Sorry for the buildup and letdown. But as you might be thinking, fortunately, we are coming to the end of the bridge, which means coming to the end of the video. So I don't think there's much point in carrying on from here. See y'all later. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your day.